Today it's going to be all about signature perfumes. I don't personally have a signature perfume, but those 5 perfumes that I'm going to show you today could be signature perfumes and they will get you compliments. So let's start with the one I did wear the most. So it's the closest to a signature scent, and that is Musk Therapy by Initio. This one to me is just such a one-of-a-kind perfume. It has the main accords of citrus, musky, and floral, with notes of musk, blackcurrant, bergamot, mandarin orange, magnolia, sandalwood. It's the most perfect perfume ever. It sits in between an everyday, fresh office type of perfume and the most beautiful bouquet of wedding flowers and the most perfect wedding scent. It looks beautiful, it's white, it would look perfect in those wedding pictures. People are going to smell you for hours and hours. It has longevity, it has sillage, it's never too much, but it's just giving me everything I love in a fragrance. It's fruity, but not too much. It has this sourness from the blackcurrant, but it smells so natural. It's not synthetic at all. The musk is so fluffy and airy without being too dusty. So beautiful. You know, I speak about this perfume a lot and I'm not going to stop because it's still, after years, one of my top perfumes in my collection, and definitely one that really doesn't have a season. Then we have Greenwich Village by Bond Number 9, which is very different. This one has the main accords of fresh, floral, and musky, which sounds basically the same, but I guarantee you it's very different. It has notes of lychee, cassis, mandarin orange, water lily, peony, but hear me out, it has ambroxan, praline, musk, vanilla, oak moss. And it's quite easy to describe, for me at least. I think that it smells like a fruity, lychee version of Baccarat Rouge. Baccarat Rouge is a little bit more airy and it can be slightly sharp. So this one to me is more wearable, more likable, especially because of this fun, fruity note. And it's just something that I didn't thought I needed because I have Baccarat Rouge and I have so many perfumes that go into the same direction. But once I had it, I gravitated so much towards it. And the funny thing is that it has basically something of everything. You have some parts that are fresh and fruity and more spring summer appropriate, but then you also have the moss, the amber, or ambroxan I think it was, yes, praline, vanilla, that makes it more cozy, warm and comforting, perfect for fall and winter time. So it basically doesn't really have a season, even more so than Musk Therapy. Musk Therapy is a very clean, fresh scent, so you maybe would be more leaning towards wearing it in spring and summertime. With this one, I really did wear it from spring until the depths of winter. Then we have this one, and I haven't had a bottle of it for a long time, so that's the reason why I never mention it. But this was my introduction to niche perfumes, basically. It's Molecule O2 by Escentric Molecules, and my friend wore this perfume every day. And I did not see her for a long time, and I was in Prague and she was there as well. We didn't know that from each other, and we met on a bridge in Prague, so random, and I could smell her and I was turning around like, oh my God, who is this? And then we locked eyes and we were like, oh my God, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? I'm on holiday, me as well. That was such a funny coincidence. And she was wearing Molecule too, and I was like, what are you wearing? And she was telling me her story. So she was at a party and it was a very full room with loads of people with loads of perfume on, and she could only smell this one guy. And she was haunting him, and she was like, you have to tell me what you have on. And it was Molecule O2. So she haunted him, I haunted her, and I have gotten so many compliments on this perfume. So the main accords are amber and musky, and it just has this one note, which is ambroxan. And this is, for me, what started it all. It was launched in 2008, and since then, so many perfumes have just ambroxan or ambroxan mixed into them. I love this note. It's a little bit like sandalwood and cedarwood. It's woody, it's musky, it's fresh, it's crisp. It's such a unique take on a perfume. And ambroxan mixed in with other perfumes, I actually don't really like, but just this pure form, and especially with Escentric molecules, it's just so intoxicating to me. I love it on everyone. Also, if I wear it, I get a compliment, as I said, every single time, and from different kinds of people. It's amazing. Also, you can get it for quite inexpensive because they have like a refill bottle that is basically like a real bottle, and you can get it for a good price. It's something that you're sometimes are going to smell and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you feel like it has longevity of 24 hours, sometimes more like 3. But people are going to smell you either way. So the sillage is amazing. The complete opposite is a very, to me, feminine offering, which is Fleur Narcotique by Nihilo. And this one has main accords of white floral and fresh, with notes of lychee, bergamot, peach. We have peony, orange blossom, petalia, musk, moss, woody notes. There are a lot of perfumes like it on the market, but to me, this one is the most unsharp of them all. So I basically get something in the same realm as Musk Therapy. So it's fresh, it's floral, it's fruity. But Musk Therapy is just on another level to me. This one here is just something that is smelling classic and modern at the same time. A lot of perfumes in the late 90s, early 2000s, think of CK Eternity. Perfumes like that were around a lot back then, and they were basically bouquets of florals and very fresh and citrusy and very chic. And this one is exactly that, but then you have this musk, moss, woody backbone to it, which reminds me of Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana, where you have something citrusy and fun, but then you have this more woodsy unisex backbone. And I like it on Light Blue and my I Love Love on Moschino, and also this one. They have the same combination where it's like very contrasting but fitting. And this one is the one where I'm like, the florals are the least sharp. In other fragrances, they have similar notes, but the florals are so loud and sharp that I really get a headache from them and cannot really wear those. With this one, no problem. There was, I think, 2 months last year where I wore it almost every single day. It is a fresh floral, so I would see it more in spring and summer. But on the other hand, if you want an everyday office scent that is just clean, then you can wear it in fall and winter as well, why not? But if you wanted something that is a little bit more cozy and maybe something that you would on the first glance see more towards fall and winter time, but it's actually something for every season, you could try Winter Palace by Memo. So this one has the main accords of citrus, amber, and vanilla. I love the bottle. I love the notes. This is such a fun perfume. It has red tea, orange, vanilla, lemon, tolu balsam, amber, mate, grapefruit, tonka bean, and so on and so forth. There's musk in here. This, when I first saw it, I saw the notes and I thought this is going to be a very heavy scent. It's not at all. It's an extremely airy, almost like undetectable perfume. It's so fluffy, but it's so unique. I've never smelled anything like it. It really is a red tea perfume that is sweet, that is citrusy, but it has this almost burnt, smoky, dry down. I feel like it's because of the balsam and the styrex, benzoin. There's also mate in here, which is a more smoky tea, but it's first of all like an hibiscus tea that is sweetened. It's red, it's juicy, it's fruity, it's fresh, but then you get those contrasting notes of this smoky character. It's a little bit resinous, then it gets citrusy and light, and so good. It's so good, it's so complex, and it has both summery notes and then also more winter appropriate notes, so you can definitely wear it throughout the year. I always do. This one, however, is the one with the weakest performance, so this is definitely not a beast. Others in this video are. This one is more subtle and subdued, but sometimes I'm more prone towards headaches, and then a perfume like this is the perfect perfume for me because I can still wear it, but it's not as loud as others and it's enjoyable for me still. And these were my perfumes that I think are signature worthy and that will give you loads of compliments. I hope you enjoyed the video and see you next time. Bye.